I'm going to document the different dates that I'm going on. I actually just got out of a really great relationship that was over a year long. I just personally didn't feel like we were compatible in the long run, and I don't know what exactly that was. It was probably me. I'm probably the drama. Hi YouTube, welcome to Mustleclub, where we talk about all things motivation, motherhood, money, and side hustles. So this series is actually going to be dating as a single mother, because I feel like I haven't seen anything on YouTube about it, and so I'm going to document the different dates that I'm going on. I actually just got out of a really great relationship that was over a year long. I just personally didn't feel like we were compatible in the long run, and I don't know what exactly that was. It was probably me. I'm probably the drama. But a big part of it was that I didn't know how to integrate my daughter into our relationship more, or basically I didn't know how to integrate him into mine and my daughter's life. So I mean, am I destined to be single? Maybe, but as of right now, I'm just dating and trying to keep it light and lovely. So get ready with me, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about why I started doing this, who I am, and what my goals for like dating are right now. So I mean, I love my daughter. She is 20 months old, and I would love to have another child. Um, but I'm not like in a rush anymore. I'm really at a point in my life where if it happens, cool. If it doesn't happen, like that's also okay. I don't know if we really care what I'm using, but this is the Milk Sunshine Skin Tint. And it's like supposed to be super easy to apply, which I think it is. I could have used a brush, but I mean, their claim to fame is that you can put it on and not, really have to use a brush. You can just kind of rub it in like lotion. It's SPF. I think it's SPF 50? 30. SPF 30. Anyways, back on topic. So, like I said previously, I had dated a great guy. He was my age. I just felt like I was encouraging him and feeding into him a lot, and I felt like I started kind of like owing him like attention and affection, if that makes sense. And I think my biggest thing is I don't like to feel like I owe anybody anything. And I value my time a lot. I value my space a lot. I worked really hard for what I have, and I'm not going to inconvenience my daughter or like, I'm not going to do it. So ultimately, I had brought up that I didn't think that our lifestyles are really like compatible. He was kind of down to do whatever I wanted to do, which is great, but I kind of just needed a little bit more like help, guidance, like, and stuff. There's a couple different things that made me feel like maybe I was always gonna feel like I would owe something to him, especially because ultimately I would like to be a stay-at-home mom slash trophy wife, but I still want to have my own things that I'm doing. I just don't want to have to work. I don't want my income to necessarily be needed, if that makes sense. Now, whether or not I'm in the wrong for that or whatever, now, whether or not you agree with that, that's on you. But like personally for me, I'm not gonna be with a grown man and have him as a roommate that I have babies with. Like, I'm not doing 50-50. I don't believe in that at all. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, personally, I'm planning on like being the one that holds on the house, hold you down, help you achieve your dreams and goals, and you help me achieve mine. But like ultimately, I just want them to be like the head of the household so I can be like truly submissive. How am I supposed to be submissive to someone if we're doing 50-50? Like, that's not I'm not gonna do that. Plus, if I'm the breadwinner, then you need to be submissive to me. But that's just me. Again, not trying to fight anybody over that. Um, but getting into dating now that I've been single for, I don't know, like a month now. I hate it. I hate it. Dating is the worst. Dating as a single mom is also hard. Um, you don't ever really know someone's true intentions. Lots of the time, I don't like it when people ask too many questions about my daughter, which might be like weird on my part. I don't care. Um, but I don't like people asking like too many questions up front, like, oh, well, what's the custody agreement? Oh, well, like, how much time do you have her? Or like, what's this, what's that? And I get that's totally like normal, for them to be curious about it because then maybe they don't think that it's gonna work. But at the same time, like, you don't even know me. Um, so I'm like, you have no bearing. I don't know. I just personally don't like it. So, anyways, I'm getting ready for a date tonight. We are going on a date to a speakeasy bar out here. I am located in Las Vegas. We're going to the Mob Museum. I'm super excited. Gonna have some drinks. Another thing, honestly, you know, in my 20s, which I'm 28 now, so I'm still in my 20s, but in my early 20s, I was always dating, like, big, muscular, football-esque player guys, like, very F-boy, metro type guys. Loved it. Over it. Now, I'm dating guys that are nice, caring, supportive, generous, and, like, they may or may not be older. No. I like guys that can help me help myself. Um, and in turn, like, I like to be able to be a sounding board too. I feel like it's really hard to find someone that genuinely cares about you, that's like trying to actually help you with no motives. Um, and that's something that I really like desire in a person. So I've been trying to date a little bit older. Before I wouldn't date more than like 5 years older. Now I'm 28. I'll date someone like, I'd probably honestly date someone like 22 years older than me, to be honest. Because I wouldn't mind. I feel like they don't have time for the games, playing games, doing all this stuff. Like, I don't have time for that. And I feel like lots of men my age, whether they're 30 or 35, like, some of them are still playing games. They're still at the club all the time. They're still doing all these things and, like, not really wanting to, like, settle down. Mind you, maybe the 40, 50-year-olds, maybe they're not either, but, um, I'm being an equal opportunist. I want someone that wants me and that wants to be in my life and that wants to help me out. And I want to do that for them. Also, I just want to make sure that, my sanity is not going to be jeopardized for that. And if that turns into me just, having a good time, then at least it was a good time while it lasted. And, maybe it'll turn into something more. Maybe it won't, but I'm not going to be, like, mad about that. Also, I think another thing with, being a single mom and dating that's also, like, slightly discouraging for me is childcare. Oh my gosh. Babysitters want, like, 15, 18, 20, $25 an hour. And I'm like, okay, now it's costing me like an arm and a leg to go meet this guy that I may or may not even like. So one of the things for me, dating as a single mom, I'm like, hey, I have to get a babysitter. Like, if you're interested in meeting me and everything, do you mind helping me pay for my babysitter? I have no shame. I personally feel like that shows you how invested they are in you already. I've also been trying to go places that I like to go. I like to go nice places. I've always dated people that take me to nice restaurants, nice places, whether they're my age or older, it doesn't matter. Always go to like nice restaurants, have great experiences, travel, just do nice things. I like the finer things in life. Um, so, I've been going to those type of places and just enjoying myself, taking myself out, having a treat to myself. And then, if I run across someone that's also treating themselves and, a grown man minding his business, but that's interested in me at a bar, then that's beautiful. And I don't do that very often, but I have met a couple people just going out by myself. I met two at this point. Um, and I've gone on a date with one of them, again, to a really nice place, twice, and then dancing. So that was fun. But they're not local. So that's a whole nother topic for another day. Um, Dating in Vegas is hard. Dating in Vegas as a single mother, oh my gosh. It's like you might as well put the video game on like extra hard. Um, but I mean, ultimately, I'm excited. I'm excited for the ride. I have a good setup with my daughter and I. We have our little condo that we both live in. She has a backyard she could want for nothing. Um, and that makes me happy. I don't want to ever settle. Even though I'm a single mom, I don't believe that means that I have to settle. It does make it like hard, but someone wise told me that um, being a single mom just refines your dating. It doesn't limit it in any sort of way, and you just have to like think about it and the fact that now you are trying to find someone that can fill more active roles more quickly than before. Um, if you're dating and you're not a single mom, then you don't have to necessarily worry about how mature they would be as a father or co-parent right away. But as a single mom, that's something you're automatically gonna have to like think about. So, oh, by the way, this is NYX or NYX professional makeup in the color Never for my lips. I need to brush my teeth. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I brushed my teeth. I'm back now. Um, so like I was saying, basically my goals for dating, ultimately I would love to have another child. With someone that would like to raise a child with me and we can just build an empire together and just have a happy life together. Like I would absolutely love that. Um, but in the meantime, I'm not gonna put pressure on myself and I'm gonna just keep it like light and lovely and just make sure that my mental health is good for my daughter. I have time to myself. I get to go like, nice places with good company. And same for them. I can, learn different things about different people and see what happens. Um, but yeah, I think that I don't know. This is interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I personally feel like lots of people like the freedom of being a single parent. Maybe that's a hot take. I like it. If you have a good co-parent, I feel like it's very, nice to be able to get that break from your child or children and then kind of do your parent stuff, whatever that may be, like whatever fun stuff you do when you don't have your child. But maybe that's just me. I personally love having my daughter, but I also love having time and space, like to just kind of do my own thing and know that she's safe with her dad and they're having quality time together, And then I have my house, he has his, we're not far away from each other. Um, we're like 10 minutes away from each other. And it works out like very well for us to both kind of like lead our own lives but come together and co-parent her cohesively. Now everything is not always like super smooth. but I'm saying like it does kind of help with dating, in a way, in a way. It does make some things harder too because he doesn't really want our daughter to meet other people, um, until they've met him, which I feel like is, I don't really know if that's realistic, to be honest. Because, like, what if I meet somebody out while I'm with her? How am I supposed to control that? I can't. Um, or like at a play place or something. Like, you never know where you're gonna meet somebody. I don't really know how to do makeup, so I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. um, but yeah, I think that it's nice, and it's also kind of hard too because sometimes I'm like, well, do I want to have another baby? You know, I could just be happy with one, and you know, just it be her and I and whoever, or maybe just her and I. It's all like really difficult, especially in this time, in this day and age. I feel like more people are kind of out for themselves. You don't really know what their motives are. And I mean, as I said before, I do want someone that wants to take care of me and provide for me, but I also want someone that's, you know, open to being a great role model and father. And not really provider for my daughter because they wouldn't really have to do that, but like, what if they did one day? Like, I wouldn't ever want someone to feel like um, resentful or something. Um, I would not appreciate that. So I don't know, just all things that I have to like keep in mind, I guess, as a single mom, like while dating. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oy. Oh, we'll see how this comes out. It's like a dark speakeasy, so I'm trying to like do somewhat of like a smoky eye, like a little bit, just a a hint, something like that. Um, oh, and this is Wild by Huda Beauty. Wild Jaguar. I do not know how to do makeup very well. I learned from TikTok and YouTube, and I don't know if they're the best um, when you're a hands-on learner. Really. But yeah, that's all I have to say about, I guess, dating. I'm excited to go on the date tonight. Um, I think it'll be great. I think that, you know, if you're in the same situation, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Maybe you use different apps that have been better for single parents. I've tried some apps for single parents that are for dating, and honestly, like, mm-mm, mm-mm, no. It just hasn't, it has not been where it's at for me. It just doesn't, There's not enough people on there. The people on there aren't serious about anything most of the time. Um, it's honestly been like a little bit of a mess trying to go and date on single parent sites. This is Bronzer by Marc Jacobs in the color Warmth, and I'm just gonna put this under my eyebrows. I don't know why I didn't do my eyebrows first. It's because I don't really know what I'm doing. It's a problem. I don't even know if you can see that. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, I'm really interested in hearing like how other people's dating has gone. I do have a friend that is also a single mom, and she is dating and having a great time. She's super happy. They've gone through some trials and tribulations. He also has children, so together they will have 3 kids. Like if they're together, and then from there they'll have more kids. I don't really know how I feel about co-parenting with somebody else's co-parents. I would get to that whenever it like comes to me, but that, oh, my nail just broke. All my nails are falling off. This is not a good look. I'll fix this before I leave. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like a lot of extra caveats, to be honest. So I don't know. It's just really interesting. I thought about it and I was like, what if people just started picking like a parenting partner and they just started having babies with like their best friend, and then they always just like had a different romantic partner, but then everybody just lives in their own house, you know? And I feel like things could be a lot happier that way. I enjoy having a separate house. I would enjoy having someone here with me to help too. I'm not gonna lie. This is Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water. But let me finish doing my eyebrows. The other thing that makes me mad is I feel like sometimes, because my co-parent knows that, you know, I like to have my own alone time, and I have certain days that I ask for him to watch her, because we don't have a set schedule yet, but we should soon, and then that should make it a lot easier for me to just like go out, network, do business, make money, and date also. Sometimes I feel like he kind of sabotages me with being late, and then I go to these dates like looking a whole mess, which sucks, you know, especially if it's a first date and you're like making a first impression. You know, but normally people aren't like, I don't think I've ever turned somebody off by that or anything, but still, it's not a good look to just kind of come like looking crazy. I do think it's been awesome. Oh, that was an Elf Instant Brow Lift Pencil. And I don't know, it's like brown. Deep brown. And this is clear lash and brow mascara and gel, I guess. But yeah, so sometimes I think him being late, like he's sabotaging me, and I feel like low-key it's on purpose. Low-key, maybe it's not, but like to me it kind of seems like it is. Especially when he's like, oh, I have to go to the gym, and like the gym is always, you know, prioritized over me and whatever the heck I need to do, because we don't have that schedule, and he thinks it matters to me that he can't bring our daughter to the gym. Like, I didn't sign him to go to that gym, so it's not really on me now, is it? So I think that that's definitely a minus on dating as a single mom, in a way. Today I'm going to be wearing Bella perfume by, I think you say Hamina B. I think that's the brand. These are such cute little bottles, and they smell so good. Like, it's very warm and like vanilla. You just smell like, that was in my nose. It just smell like a warm summer day, but excuse me, with a like a brownie or something that's topped with vanilla ice cream. That's what it reminds me of. Like if you ate that at a park. Just very nice and refreshing. No pressure, but very pleasant. So yeah, I don't know. You can follow me on my dating journey if you like. Maybe it'll be exciting. Maybe it won't. I don't want it to come off like I'm trying to, I don't know. I guess it'll come off like I'm trying to use people or something. I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't lose myself in someone else, and that I don't settle in the fact that I do want someone that's, you know, wanting to provide and not just like bunk together. That's like a worst nightmare for me, is someone that just wants to kind of like cohabitate and not like build together. I don't know. Like I personally want to take the submissive role and always have like the house clean and dinner done and stuff like that, but also manage the house and help look for investment houses or vacation houses, run different like businesses and side hustles that we have together. And I think the hard part for me is when I'm dating people and they're not also like forward thinkers. It is a turn off for me because I'm a planner, and I am pretty good with my money as well. So those are things that I look for, like in someone else, someone that's also a planner and also good with their money. And if they're not, like, they need to be a little bit willing to kind of like, I feel like help or let me help them so we can reach like goals together. And I understand that like different people have different goals, which is fine, but I think it's important to have goals separately and goals together. And I'm not in a position that I'm like super willing to compromise because I have big goals that I'm really trying to achieve. And if someone is going to keep me from those goals that are ultimately going to provide the best life for my daughter and I, that's not going to be the person for me. And that's okay. That is A-okay. That was, sorry, I'm not even like good at this. That was a Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the color Golden Flower Crown, which it's the first time I've used it, but it's very nice. And this is Everything by Bare Minerals. It says Gen Nude. Another thing that I feel like, I don't necessarily know if this is in particular because I'm a single mom or if it's just kind of because I've never really had a problem doing it. It's just setting up multiple dates on the same day, just at different times. Just dates, getting to know someone introduction-wise. Mainly because, it's just easier. It's easier to get ready and do everything like one time and meet like 2, maybe 3 people. Let's make sure you can see. Don't come at me, my bathroom's messy. But I do feel like I enjoy stacking dates just because then, it's one babysitter. If it's like, someone bails, then I still have the opportunity to meet someone if they don't both bail. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you also stack your dates? I just feel like it's easier. Sometimes it's hard to do that because like maybe you don't have the whole day for childcare or appointments. And then especially like if you do 2 like dinner dates or 2 like too much food, then it can get a little bit tedious. Or you look like you don't really eat at one of the dates, and I'm like, I definitely eat. I eat well and I eat a lot. But ultimately, I just wanted to say that if you're a single mom or a single parent in general, that definitely means that you should be not lowering your standards at all because your little one is going to be watching you. And, you want them to always strive for the best and get what they want in life. Make sure that they are happy and healthy. And you want to make sure that they're with a partner that does the same thing for them. That's what I want for myself. I wish I would have recognized different things in myself and in other people when I was younger, because then I probably wouldn't be in the situation that I am in now of being a single mom. But not gonna lie, I would do things differently, but I love my daughter dearly. And I think that's an honest sentiment that maybe not many people will agree with, and maybe they will. But ultimately, I just wanted to finally start pushing content in my YouTube channel that I feel like I don't ever find. And I want this to be a safe community for everyone, but especially single moms, because I don't think that there is a ton of things that are catered to single moms necessarily. And maybe I'm just not like in the right forums or groups, but I want there to be like a positive space for single moms, because we deserve to be loved and provided for just as much as everybody else. And we shouldn't have to lower our desires or think that we have to like all of a sudden change what we want because now we're a single mom. I don't believe in that sentiment at all. I cannot do eyelashes to save my life, man. Ay, ay, ay. This is gonna be bad. Ay, ay, ay. The freaking... Oh my gosh, my daughter always, whenever she sees me with eyelashes on, she's 21, she goes, eyelashes, eyelashes. And she just wants to like put them on. Same thing with shoes. It's so cute. She calls tampons booty. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And sometimes it makes me sad also, because I'm like, okay, I'm going on these dates with these guys, but like, am I wasting that time that I could be doing something else to build a better future for my daughter? That is very big. And I know that they say that's like mom guilt. I feel like guys probably go through something very general. If you're a guy watching this, like, let me know, because I don't know. Maybe. But is that something that you deal with, is like having mom guilt for trying to take time for yourself and go and pursue like a new future, basically for your family, to continue your family if you want to do that. It'd be interesting to hear some other perspectives on that. I don't know how this video is going to be perceived. I know that I am different, but ultimately, I love myself, and I'm trying to fall more and more in love with myself and get to know myself more and more every day, because I want my daughter to always know that she's loved and she's strong, brave, and independent, and I have to exude those things for her in order for her to do the same for herself. So I'm gonna finish up this makeup look. I think those are pretty much all of the pain points that I wanted to talk about as far as dating as a single mom. But if there's anything I missed, definitely. I should not be talking and doing eyelashes. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh. I don't know why I'm sitting here doing a get ready with me like I know how to do makeup for one, and like, oh my God. No. One of these eyelashes is like way over here. Can you see that? This one's like way over here, and this one's like actually in my eye. Men can't tell. This lip gloss though is gonna drive me crazy. Delete it. Ay. Okay, I'm gonna show you my look before I leave. This is a long ass video. Sorry, y'all. I like to talk, I guess. It's basically a podcast. I'm just talking. So I'm almost done getting ready. I didn't even touch on this, and this is another thing too. Me as a mom, I feel like is a lot more conservative and I guess like patient when it comes to like intimacy as well. Is this something that you also feel in common? Mainly, one reason is because my daughter's still really young, so I'm very selective about who I bring home. I don't like everybody to know where I live. I'm very like private in that way. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to zip up my dress. Um, so I think it'd just be interesting to start a dialogue about that because I do think that I'm gonna have to show you this whole thing because it's a vibe. It's a whole vibe for the speakeasy. I'm so excited. Um, I've wanted to wear this dress for forever. Oh my goodness, probably like 3 years, and I have not worn it um, at all. Tried it on one time, and I think that was before I even had my daughter. So, ooh, this lip gloss is gonna make me mad. It's about to get deleted. Mm-mm. Other than that, it's Beautimus. Hello. So I'll show you the whole look. I don't know what shoes I'm gonna wear with it yet. I think some strappy little sandals. But yeah, intimacy. Where are we at with that? Because I personally feel like with intimacy, I like wait. I'm waiting like 3 months. And that's like 3 months of like active dating. Like we what are we doing? Not that I not that that's what's right or what's wrong. It's just what's happened to me in the past. I was with the same guy for 5 years, and then after I wasn't with him anymore, I met a guy when my daughter was 2 months old, and then I was with him for over a year. So I've always had these really long relationships, and that's just kind of how they've gone. I'm a serial monogamer, a serial monogamous dater. But that brings me to another topic, which would be like, I feel like, what is up with my teeth, man? Okay. But I feel like, like I said earlier, a polyamorous, like, tribe type of situation, I wouldn't be mad at it. I get my own house. I get to see you. You provide for me. Then you go bother your other wife the other days of the week. I'm just saying. The older I get, now that I'm a single mom, I'm like that's fine. Like let me have my own house, do my own thing. I'll catch you on Tuesday. No, I don't want 2 days. She can have all six if there's only one other one. She can have all the other 6 days. I just want one. I want to be taken care of, and I only want one child too. So maybe two, but I'm like, let me stay over here and keep my house together. You just take care of me. But no, on a serious note, I do think that I've just been a lot more open in like my mindset now that I'm a single mom, and just seeing like other ways that people raise their children and you know, love and live life. It's just been very interesting. I'm at a precipice in my life that I don't really know which direction I want to go in. Like, do I want to go in a mogul direction, or do I want to go for a simple life? Both achieve different things, and I can do both. I could do one first and then the other. But it's like, what do I want to show my daughter? And ultimately, I want her to have the best experiences. I want her to travel the world. I want her to respect people in other cultures. And like, I want to do that with somebody because I'm lonely. Like, it's lonely being a single mom. It is, even though I get cuddles and I love taking naps with her because it's just the best. But I do get lonely. There's no one to take a picture and capture those moments. But I enjoy being independent, and I want someone that appreciates that part of me as well. So I'm going to show you my outfit before I check out for this Mustleclub Motherhood Monday talk. And yeah, please like, subscribe if you want to listen to more just, I guess, rants. Is this a rant? Is it a podcast? Is it a conversation? I don't know. You tell me, and I'll talk to you later. Well, first I'll show you my outfit. Okay, so I'm super late already. Don't look at my shower. Okay, but see, just cute, giving 20s flapper vibes, and I'm gonna wear some cute little heels with it. So